I know. And I'm really surprised she's standing up the way she is. Usually she's like, okay, I'm going to lay down now.
Oh. Guys, you forgot the countdown. And 5.
That's you forgot the countdown. That's your job.
You don't have to do a countdown for all I'm saying.
Oh, rude.
Oh, it's not rude. I think it's
Jamie hates the countdown.
I hate countdown, cats, man buns,
Hello,
baseball,
everybody.
and my show being called a podcast. That one gives me the most physical pain.
The twitching.
We like to talk about the twitching. Good evening, everyone.
Happy birthday.
Hello.
I mean, let's just say today was 180s out there, man.
Is that hot?
It was hot. Like we drove like this. This is us holding our
Oh, wow.
That's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that because I don't think I've ever had since I left Texas, I don't think I've ever had a steering wheel like that ever since.
Man, must be nice. You probably don't know what it's like anymore.
It really is.
Man, seriously, it's like you have your blow dryer. Jamie, I don't know if you know what that is.
A blow dryer?
Yeah, on the hottest setting. Do you blow dry your girl's hair?
So I've used blow dryers, believe it or not, for my cooking.
Really?
Yeah. So there are times when I've frozen the buttercream frosting, and I use the blow dryer because I need to warm it up a little bit, not too much. So I don't need to defrost it completely. Or there's times where the cold, or not the cold, but whatever I'm warming up, I need it to be warm but not hot. And there's that fine line between, if you get it hot, it curdles. So I use the hot thing to get the pot to get to that warm setting. And then I have my thermometer at the same time, and I'm looking and then mixing, keep looking. I'm like, oh, okay, there we go. We're done. No more.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, look, we've got some guests already commenting here.
Guests already.
Carrie says, welcome back.
Carrie, did you use your grill already? I'm curious.
Oh, you got a grill too, Carrie?
He's the one who found them in that undisclosed. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it because I don't know if Joe's going to get one. She found them in Plainview. She drove all the way to Plainview to find it.
That's not too far then. That's not too
it's
far.
Not, but she said, she texted me this weekend and said they still had 5.
Carrie, tell me what you ended up getting for yours. Sandy had sent me a list of things to like must-haves for it, and I've got some of those in my cart and going to be delivered. But what did you get? What were some of the things that you added to your Blackstone? So for those of y'all just watching, we've talked about this Blackstone that Sandy has. She's put them in all of her videos, the cooking videos she did, and I wanted one so badly that they were sold out, and then they got lost in the mail, which is frequently what happens sometimes with my gifts. And then my mother-in-law bought me one for my birthday as an early birthday gift, and it's being delivered in 3 days.
Aww.
And so I'm super excited about getting that bad boy and setting it up in the backyard. And I can't wait to get to town on that thing. So yeah, what did you get, Carrie? Tell us what you got with yours. I'd like to know.
And so just a reminder, our very own Joe Baker is currently a commenter. He is on vacation.
Yeah, he is.
And we have B stepping in for him. And I don't know, so far we like it. So far, I think we're doing.
You didn't see B's name on there. It says B Joe.
Don't you like it, Joe? See, I didn't even have to use your website thing you used, Joe. And Joe, you like my hat.
Right. And she did have glasses. I saw her putting some glasses on.
Wait for it.
Even better.
Boom. She's a better Joe. You should have changed it from B Joe to Better Joe.
Better Joe. I know that'd have been good.
That's what it should have been.
That's so smart.
Look at that update from Carrie.
All right. Bad news.
Plainview is sold
out. Wah, wah, wah.
Joe Baker, if you didn't get on it, that's all on you.
You better bring one back from wherever you're at right now.
Speaking of which, does he have something for us? Is he field reporting?
He is. Give me 1 second here. I got it pulled. It never really comes easy whenever you're trying to transition through things. So
I know it happens. Yeah. And I almost didn't even want to share this video.
Oh, I think it's good. I think his video, right?
Yeah, I think he's
You were thinking we should leave. I know, right? You know what? I have a hard time with it because I'm like, he's talking about it for vacation, but Joe, that's kind of the lifestyle I live a lot of times. It's nice, cool. There's always a nice breeze, even when it's 90 and 100 degrees and it sucks and it's still hot, but there's always that breeze without the dirt. So
you had a breeze. I mean, it was a 100-degree breeze, but I mean, still,
it was a.
it was hot breath. Yeah, it's swamp, but
Yeah. All right, so I got this up. Let's share. We will. How do I figure this? There we go. Okay, her go.
No, we don't go.
Why did it go away?
You do.
There we go.
Oh,
That's so weird. Okay, so listen up.
Hey everyone, it's Joe. I am the new field reporter for the Social and Distancing Show.
Night.
Just want to let you guys know that we made it to our location
right there.
in one piece. We had a couple of scrapes, but we're good. And by scrapes, I meant the trailer hitch, so not us. Anyways, here is our field view.
Man, those are some mad 11s up there, Joe.
This is our view from our condo here.
That's cute.
Fresh.
And I believe the temperature is right around 74 degrees.
Whatever.
I heard y'all made a record there in Lubbock, so I'm not jealous of that at all. One thing that we found out is this place that we're staying does not have air conditioning.
Oh, that's sad.
Because they don't need it. How awesome is that?
That was a dry joke. I'm sorry. That didn't really.
What? Wait, say that again, Jet.
We're burning.
Wait, hold on. Jet, how was the trip?
Aww.
You swerve too much.
I swerved too much.
I believe
Thanks.
it, kiddo.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's go to the other members of the. Balana, how was the trip?
Oh, look at her.
Pretty good. Nice. Kiki, how was the trip?
Look at them.
Pretty. Mama, how was the trip? Oh, the producer, how was the trip?
The producer made a.
Very scenic.
Very. How could you tell you were asleep most of the time? James said it was quite quaint. Well, that's it for now, but I'm a little tired, so I'm going to take a nap. I know that's hard to believe, so back to y'all in studio. Have a good night, everyone.
Look at him checking his wombat.
Getting those wombats. Ugh, cochino.
I know. I was like, okay, he's bragging about the weather and he's checking wombats. I mean, really.
That's so gross, man.
He's taking naps.
Yeah. Well, you knew that was coming. That's probably where the swerving came in. He's trying to take a nap early.
He says he's coming at us from Colorado.
Hi, Dominican. What is that little picture of?
Oh, is that
It gives me the heebie-jeebies. It looks like a fish or something.
I'm glad you said Dominican because, good Lord.
You thought I said damnation?
I was a little like, wait a minute. And then when I realized, wait, that's probably his son. Why does he have that name? He's taking.
That's funny. Leave it to the children to throw you under the bus.
They do a good job of that.
Well, B, how was your day today?
Well, it's Monday, so it was a little rough. So I'm going on site these days to the summer camp, and I get there. I'm like, oh, I made it on time. I'm early. Gives me time to prep. Well, I get there and realize I had the wrong charger for my computer. So I didn't even get to use my computer, the presentation, none of that. So I was like, okay, they had a computer I could use. Well, the computer that they let me borrow, the internet the whole time was in and out, in and out, in and out. And then my phone died when I was trying to give the lecture on my phone off of Zoom.
Antonio, what is going on with you?
Oh my gosh.
Golly.
You don't have battery backups?
Well, if I would charge my phone, I mean, that would help. And if I would
double check, though, is you're not always on your phone. So that's kind of, I mean, if you were one of those like Jamie and I.
Say what?
Well.
Then you would have no excuse. But, you're not on your phone. Anyway, go ahead, B.
Yeah, that was my day. Then I came home and just worked some more. But I had to work till 7 today. So it was a little rough, 12-hour day.
Yeah,
you're not in our time zone, though, right? You are over on the East or West Coast?
East. I'm in the East Coast now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, that was my day. How was
So
Yeah,
it's
that
yours?
already
sounds very
10:40?
quaint.
So what was that, Sunny?
It's already 10:40?
Yes, it's already 10:40 for me.
Oh,
Is it past your nap time, bedtime?
It is past my bedtime.
well, we appreciate you filling in for Joe. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank y'all for having me. I'm so excited.
Jamie, how was your day?
My day
Oh,
was.
no, look at show that to Jamie.
Wait, wrong side. There we go.
I gotta reach. Right. Oh, wait, it's right over here. Got it. Got it. Let me see. I gave her my notes earlier, so. Okay. Good job. All right, I'll give back to you later. Guys, I am going to talk about my day later on, but let me preface it with this because we do want to stay in the positive beat. I have had a stressful day, to say the least. And I will get into a little bit more about that later because I definitely want to focus on being positive and upbeat for 99.99% of the show.
Okay.
So thank you for asking. I will share that I did have a good night. You know what? I wish I could have planned this better with my kiddo, but I feel like we had a fun mini date together after I got off of work because I was like, man, it's been really stressful and really hard today. And I texted my wife and I was like, babe, I don't want to cook dinner tonight and I just want to have a good family night. So can I make that happen without any issues? She didn't reply back to me. So I was like, great. No news is good news. And so I asked the kids, what did they want? We were like, pizza. I was like, I don't care. That's fine. Let's go. And my oldest was like, can you come pick me up, Daddy? And I was like, sure. And I didn't put up a big stink about it. Normally I would because I'm like, now you want me to go this way in town and then go back that way. But I was like, yeah. So we got in the car and we got to hang out and chatting and joking and messing around and stuff. And that was just beautiful. Like, I love my kids so much, guys. Like, I love them grandly. And I know we all do, but I just want to express it on the show because I do love my babies so much. And for so much of their life, I've always been there. My wife has too. I don't want to make it seem like she hasn't.
Right.
I am the social butterfly. And so I am the one that instead of just leaving the house and going to do what I want, I'd be like, babe, we'll leave you later. And then I'd grab both the girls from as young as them being in the car seats and we'd be gone all day. And
Really?
so, yeah, and my wife, and then we come home at night and she'd be like, you left this morning like at 10 o'clock. It's like 9 o'clock at night. Where have you been? I'm like, it's 9?
Right.
What?
The time escapes me.
I know. I'd be like, well, we went here, but that's the only part I remember. And then we came back.
It's a time
Well, more like a forgetful husband thing than it is a time loop. So, but yeah, so I love it. So having to hang out with my oldest was beautiful and wonderful. I love her. She's growing up so much and so fast. And I'm just like, stop.
You know, when they tell you that your kids are growing up fast, I think I say that all the time. I mean, it's the truth.
Right? It was like we were talking earlier, you know, like I was like, I remember watching B as a little girly, and then I've come over here now, and I'm like, she's still a little girl, but look, she's acting so big now.
Right.
I'm
Look
like,
at her trying to pay bills.
look, I know. And she's talking about forgetting her charger for her laptop. I'm like, oh, she's still a kiddo, though.
Right.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, B. I love you. I'm just messing with you. So, but it was a great time with the baby. My baby. They're always gonna, always gonna be my baby. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
no doubt.
How old is your oldest?
She is 13. Oh, hold on. 10, 11, 12. She's 12. She's 12.
Wow. Oh,
Yes.
so Jet age.
Who?
Jet.
Yeah. So she's 12.
Jet just turned 12. And when did she turn 12?
March.
Okay, so she's just a couple of months older.
Yeah. But gosh, she's so smart. You know, I didn't get to. Oh, you know what I get to do because it is my show, right? We can kind of do this sometimes. Did I say it in the after show? I said it in the after show, the whole food thing, the food story, didn't I?
She's a vegetarian?
Not that one. That one's more new. I'm like, say what now? But so this, I'll give you the short and link. But my kiddo, years ago when she was like in kindergarten, she was really touched, and it's the same one. She was really touched by a classmate who was bringing in the same food every day. When she asked her,
yes.
and so anyway, she talks to the principal, she talks to everyone, she talks to her wife, my wife. And fast forward a year from that point, because of her, one of the schools up here in Bloomington, Illinois, they have a backpack program where they stuff food in bags and give it to children who need like nutrition over the weekends. And they fall into that category where they just need extra nutrition. It's part of the food security or insecurity, however way you want to say that, in the nation. My daughter helped start, and
that's
first,
awesome,
second, third,
Jamie.
fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 6 years later, and that bad boy is still running every school year since she left. And we still go over there and volunteer and stuff those backpacks with food, but all because she wanted to make that change. And now, again, for 6 years, she has helped kids who need food. She has helped give them food.
That's awesome, Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah. So being able to hang out with her tonight, it's like, okay, it was really, really beautiful.
You're doing something right, Jamie.
Doing something.
Whenever you feel like you're not, you just look at matters.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Look at your little one.
Yeah. I love him. Anyway, so that was something good that happened today.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it, Jamie.
Okay.
Carrie's.
Sorry, yes.
So my day was good. Crazy busy, like you said. It was a Monday. So a friend of mine, we usually do prank gifts for our birthdays, and so she came over on Saturday, and I gave her birthday gift because it was her birthday. Was on Friday. And anyway, she's like, "You're gonna get your gift on Monday," and and I'm always like nervous of what she's gonna get me. And I sent you a picture, Jamie. So y'all know, if y'all don't know, I do not like feet. And so she got me a prank gift, and
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
I was really nervous because she loves to play on my fears and stuff and my dislikes. And so she said, "Hey, your package is at the post office. Go and get it." So I went and picked it up today. And this is what she got me. She got me a bunch of feet.
Are they
Wait, was it gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free?
Dairy-free, yes. Not so much sugar-free. So I nibbled on the toe and I said, "This is probably the only foot I would ever put in my mouth."
Oh, that is so creative.
So what are you gonna do with the rest of the feet?
So I have distributed them among my coworkers, and probably family when family comes over, that'll be their gift. But anyway, this was the highlight of my day. I thought it was pretty funny because I was like, I don't know where she was going to go with it. And so she gets hers tomorrow. Once she gets hers tomorrow, then I'll tell y'all what I got her as her prank gift.
Okay, cool. Y'all are funny. That's funny. I like that. I don't have gag gifts with friends like that. We don't do that.
Well, she's the only one that I'll ever allow it to do, because I'm like, I don't do good with prank gifts at all. That's why I'm like, I was super nervous about what she was going to get me, because she knows my dislikes and my fears. I'm always like,
she's totally going to play on those, huh? You're like, oh gosh.
Yeah. That's how I was like, oh, should I go get it or not? Anyway, she ordered them off of Etsy. And so, yeah. So
it's going to be special then.
Yeah, they were custom prank gifts.
Oh,
man, y'all are really
cockroaches with chocolate, Sandy, because I know you're phobia.
Oh wait, those are fun, right, Sandy?
Let's just go ahead and delete that when y'all edit that.
Let's not replay that back.
Yeah.
So the friend, if you want to get her next year, you know what to get her.
She knows that I would probably not be her friend. Like, that's it for us. If anything ever like that happens.
How was your weekend, B?
My weekend, it was actually really peaceful. I wanted to go to the beach this weekend, but it's been raining the whole weekend. So we got a lot of rain. So I just did some practice self-care and made a big brunch.
You took a bath?
Huh?
You took a bath?
I did not do it.
Yes.
That's the first thing I think the dog thought you were calling him.
Well, I thought he was taking my shoe, and it's his teddy bear. Then I felt.
Oh. So, B, I thought when you people say self-care, I'm always like, oh, they took a bath. That's good. That's really great. That's really great.
Hygiene. That's practicing good hygiene.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. So self-care.
I did self-care, yeah. So I just did a really nice brunch for myself Saturday and just relaxed on the balcony, watered my plants, drank some coffee, watched some Hulu.
Hush your
And
mouth. Hush your mouth. Because right now I'm like, what am I doing wrong in my life right now?
What are you watching on Hulu? Just out of curiosity.
well, I watched a lot of documentaries, and or 2020. This whole weekend I was catching up on 2020.
Dateline had the Predator one with John Stossel.
Is that his name?
How to Catch a Predator.
Is that he's also got the check things, right?
The
Like he's yeah.
How to catch a hot check.
How to not how to cash a hot check. Sorry, that was a good one. How to catch
not that one, B?
Not that one. I did not watch that one.
Okay. So Dateline's your thing. Okay.
Dateline's cool. My thing.
You and Sandy are kind of, like Sandy's on the true crime stuff, and you're on the
48 hours. That's another good one.
Which one?
48 hours.
The first 48 or 48 hours?
The first 48.
Okay.
Or the next 48.
No, because the first 48 hours are crucial. Seriously.
They are. Come on, Jamie. The first 2 days. If they don't find you by the first 2 days, forget it. Yeah.
You're good as gone.
Dasani 1 says, I wanted to go to the beach, but it rained the whole weekend. # first world problems.
Welcome, Dasani 1.
You know what, Dasani? I think it's past your bedtime, sir, and I'm being happy right now.
So that's cool to know that you watch that. I would like to watch those shows, but I'd love more to listen. I listen to a lot of shows instead. Podcasts. We're a show. The real podcasts are real podcasts. They're not shows.
Right. You can't catch us on Spotify podcasts.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But maybe when you can, Jamie, you're going to be more open with the whole podcast idea. Because then it'll be a podcast.
Stop. But see what the...
Right. That eye's going like crazy.
You know what? Okay, that's a good point you brought there, because let me tell you all something I learned yesterday, and I was absolutely flabbergasted.
Oh.
I do not know how many shows we have, but I know it's close or around the 60 mark. Guys, if we thought about it, we have done over a year's worth of shows if we were to be a weekly show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 52 shows would equal a year.
Hello.
And we have over that.
Wow.
So isn't that put some stuff in perspective? Like, that's crazy.
That means we need to be monetized right now.
Well, that's why I say, wait, maybe some things are coming down the pipeline I'd like to know about. We'll see. I'll be getting a new mic, new headset. You don't see
Where's that coming in?
No, I don't know. I'm waiting for my wife to get that to me too.
Your tracking number?
It's coming in the mail.
Jamie, how was your weekend?
Let me see now.
Any naps up in there?
I did actually. I purposefully tried to force myself to take a couple naps, watch some anime. That's my thing. So while y'all like your true crime shows, I can't deal with true crime. Although I do deal in real news or world events, local news, government. Thank you, current events. But I do enjoy anime, and I do love to watch anime a lot. So that's my break away from stuff. And so you can find me on the couch watching Digimon a lot of times, and I'm like, this is good. This is good. I love this. And so we did that. My wife, she told y'all she made dinner on Friday night, right?
Yeah.
She made dinner again Sunday night. They thought that I had hamburger patties in the refrigerator, but it was cube steak. And so they cooked the cubes. Cube steak is what you make chicken fried steak out of.
Right.
It does not work the same way as a hamburger makes. So.
Oh. So how did you salvage it?
No, I just threw it away.
Oh. So you salvaged it.
I went, and I was like, we were all like, oh, this is different. We're like, we tried it though. We tried it. So for any of y'all out there, if you're ever wondering, can you buy the cube steak that you're supposed to make chicken fried steak out of, can you turn it into a hamburger? Yes, you can. Will it taste well? It depends how you season it. Does it feel well? No. No.
What's the difference? I'm curious now.
So
It's the same meat, isn't it?
No. So hamburger meat, like it's chopped up, it's
Right.
ground meat. And so when you bite into a hamburger, it kind of just breaks apart easily.
Yeah.
So think of the cube steak is they pound that thing in a way so that it doesn't like hamburger steak, it doesn't just shred apart. Like you have to cut that bad boy and then eat it. It's very connective tissuey.
So what did y'all eat?
Nothing. I went to McDonald's like right before bedtime and was like, I can't do it. I'm gonna go do this. I waited for everyone else to go to sleep and ran to McDonald's. And I only have McDonald's like once every 2 years or something like that. And so I was like, oh well, I guess I'll go ahead and make that this year.
Right. Here's
Yeah.
your first time.
Joe says nice 1 year anniversary. Tonight's the 1 year anniversary episode? Really?
What?
He said nap together 6 feet apart.
I don't get what he means by 1 year anniversary.
I think this show is our 52nd show.
Is it really?
I don't know that. That's why I'm asking him to go back and check.
Oh, clarify that, Dasani boy.
Kate says y'all just got hacked by me.
Where is my child? Where is my child?
He's in your house?
Somewhere. He's supposed to be dog sitting.
Little yeah, Joe. It was little Chewy.
I'm so confused.
Here, this is a good way to say it. Cube steak is stringy.
Stringy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wait, we're not at past 52? Because I thought you told us a while back we were like at 50 some episodes.
Yeah, Joe, you lied to us. Oh, he's on my iPad. My kid is on my iPad. That's lovely.
You know what? And it's good to see you, Kate, because we wondered where you were, actually. We had asked about where you were at. Like, we hadn't seen you or your brother on here in quite a while.
Oh, yeah. Alex went MIA.
Mm-hmm.
Alex has to be to work early now.
Oh, okay. He's being a responsible adult. That's good. You taught him well.
I don't know about responsible and adult. That's just too much.
That's a lot. We're going too much.
Alex is being Alex. We'll just leave it like that.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Who are we on? Whose weekend were we on? New Year's Eve, right?
Mine.
Oh, okay.
Dasani's napping.
Oh, okay.
So y'all, I had a great weekend. I think I told y'all, and maybe it was in the after show. I forget. I get my shows mixed up, but I told you it was my curly-versary. So a year ago, July 10th, I went completely, stopped all of my straightening of my hair and processing and all the good stuff that I like to do it. And I thought, you know what? I need to get my curls back. So I did, and I shared a picture of my.
We got our curls back.
My curls are back. So to celebrate my curly-versary, I went and got my hair processed. I went and got some color in it.
You sent us that picture, right?
Yes, I sent y'all the picture. And so, of course, when they do it, I mean, it just looks amazing, and you don't want to wash it because it looks so good. But anyway, so yes, that's what I did Saturday. Then, so I told y'all my friend, her name's TC. She came over Saturday. We spent some time together, and then my brother came over. So guess what? UFC is back on.
Oh, I did actually see that. I heard about it. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. Yeah.
So Dana White bought an island, and that's where all the UFC matches are happening. There's no one in the audience. Okay. So this was all just the ring people, the announcers. I mean, they did have the ring girls. I mean, we can't have entertainment without the ring girls. So they were out there being all cute with their numbers. And so anyway, so we watched that. And so mind you, I had told my friends, I'm like, yeah, I'll get up and go running Saturday. UFC wasn't over until 1:00.
Oh my.
And I had told the girls, I'll run with y'all at 7.
Ooh.
And did I set an alarm?
No.
I
know.
So I crashed out, and I woke up at 7 to my doorbell ringing. And I'm like, OMG. Like luckily I had set all my stuff out because I knew that I was going to run. So I put everything on, ran out with my shoes and socks, and the girls were just laughing. They thought it was hysterical. So it looked like a kid trying to catch the bus, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, my phone and my watch. Because if I don't record it, then I didn't even really run. Okay. So anyway, ran back inside. So I ran 4 miles. That's the most that I've done in a really long time because I'm like struggling with my motivation right now.
Yeah, you've been mentioning that.
I've told y'all that. And so anyway, so my friends came and they were like, we're going running. And they came to my neighborhood to run because they knew that if we were going to meet somewhere else, that I would have been asleep and I wouldn't have made it. So they were going to make sure that I did not have any excuses.
That's so sweet. You got some really nice friends, Sandy.
Let me tell you, because who else would do that? Nobody.
Nobody would do it like that.
So we ran 4 miles and I told Eric, I said, when I got done, I'm like, okay, I need to take a nap and be ready because I be ready for church.
Hallelujah.
I mean, are you eating just like Joe does on the show? I'm pretty sure you are so hard on him for snacking.
And we hear you, Jamie.
I know, and we can hear you. He at least mutes it. Your microphone did not go far enough.
Right in the middle of Sandy's story.
I know. I don't know where I was going with my story.
He says hallelujah. He's eating.
He said hallelujah, and that was it.
That was a good kernel.
So anyway, what else? So I took a nap. We went to church and then came home and took another nap.
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, I mean, I was so tired. Like that was a lot for me to get up so early and have such little sleep. Anyway, so then my same friends that came to pick me up, I'm like, hey, y'all should come over and swim. So anyway, so then they came over and swam, and y'all, it was just a great weekend. I mean, I got to hang out with friends and run with friends and
drink some.
You know what? I didn't actually. Thank you. I know.
Really?
Shocking, hard to believe. No, I was sober. I had a sober weekend. That's so weird.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I'm not a quitter. Don't worry. I'll be back. I just didn't drink this weekend.
Okay. Well, that sounds fun. Man, y'all, I'm a little jealous, you know? The whole not practicing social distancing thing is really, I'm like, man, I wish I could have my friends over here.
Oh.
So anyway, with that.
Oh, guys, I did do one other thing.
What'd you do?
I finally went out to brunch in Miami for the first time in 7 months.
Oh, wow.
Why 7 months?
You're brave.
Well,
Corona started early over there.
Hush.
Corona beers.
Oh. You sly cat. Sorry, B. Go ahead.
Go ahead, be with your brunch story.
Yes. So, it's taken me 7 months to actually explore a little bit of Miami. And we went to this Brazilian brunch place, and it was really good. But yeah, it's very different because we had to sit outside. Like, that's the only option.
What is the only option?
That's good. Sitting outside.
Yeah,
you
had to sit outside, and it's every other table. And but it was good. The food was great. I'm a millennial, so I do like avocado on toast with some scrambled eggs, a sauce, some bacon.
Okay, because I love avocado. And
I do too.
I'm not a millennial, so I don't know what I am.
It's because they put it on toast, Sandy.
Oh.
And it costs like $8.
Not today.
Exactly.
How much was your avocado?
What was that, Sandy?
How much was your avocado?
My avocado was $13.
Oh.
But it was worth it. It was for a birthday, my neighbor's birthday. So it was.
You know you've made it big when you can afford a $13 avocado.
And laugh about it on a show on a Monday.
No, guys.
Yeah. Sandy, we had an avocado toast. Mine was $15. How was yours?
Right.
Give me 7 months to finally go on brunch, okay?
She's been saving up for that avocado, Jamie.
My goodness, that is crazy, B.
But yeah, that was it.
Sorry, I'm just kind of, it's quiet. I'm like, man,
No,
why in the world?
Eric just came in and he came in with my assistant came in with some products that I needed for my hair.
Aww.
No.
He did good.
He did. He's such a good guy.
He is. He's awesome. Not fold my laundry, not really. I did not do this weekend. I mean, I've washed it all. Now it's just kind of staring at me. I feel like Kyle's gonna be like, oh, there's my curlyversary picture.
Nice. What a difference. It looks so good.
Right, it looked horrible.
Thank you. Did you say horrible?
It did. It did.
I thought you said at first adorable, and I was like, okay.
No.
And I was going to go with that until B was like.
I mean, you went from Sandy to Super Saiyan Sandy. That looks awesome down there. Like, it looks like you're flexing. Your head's flexing right now.
Yeah, and you know what? I've decided it's too hot for this mess right now.
You're just going to shave it off?
Yes, it needs to be put up right now because it's too hot. 110. That's a lot for this.
You know, my youngest daughter, she doesn't take care of her hair well, but that's what she says. She's like, it's just so hot. And then my oldest one, like if I go hug her, I'll be like, ooh, it's all sweaty where her hair just is on the bottom. And she's like,
yeah. When they tell you it's so hot. So yeah, so my stylist. Oh, and guys, this is kind of a business of the day plug, but kind of not. So her name is Nichelle. She works at Ulta, and she is a Diva Curl stylist. And so that means when you say Diva Curl, she's actually certified to cut curly hair. Like she takes courses, and she also uses the Diva Curl products. She doesn't push them on you. She just tells you what she uses if you want to purchase those products. Anyway, so she was kind of, I had done all of my research, and then I finally went to her.
That's what you got to do, right? You got to research like who can actually handle curly hair.
I mean, that's the thing. Well, and research too is like I joined a group. It's the Curly Method International group. I mean, and it's all sorts of curlies in there. I'm like, from like my first wave to kinky, tight curl. I mean, so anyway, so she specializes in curly hair. So she was super, I mean, she educated me like crazy on what to do, how to do it, and super patient. So anyway, she kept telling me, she's like, oh my gosh, how did I forget you have so much hair?
Nice.
So anyway, no, she's awesome. And she said one of my pictures, I think she said it was like in the top 5 for transformations. And people ask her, about my picture all the time. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It depends how you see it.
like yeah, legit. Yeah. Lots of different curly hair types.
Yeah. So sometimes I think I'm like at a 3A.
Okay.
I think that's where where I identify with a 3A.
I identify as a 2A.
I think you'd be like a 0A.
¿Cómo que 0A?
No tienes nada, amigo.
This isn't all there. No manches. It's just not It's just not there anymore. But when it is, when I let it grow out, when I don't shave it, it's about a 2A.
Is it really? You have wave in your hair?
I do. Girl, you don't remember, but when I used to have it long, it'd be like.
I feel like I've
forgot that part.
How I've always seen you.
Bald like that?
Yeah.
I just started doing this 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
I think you did it back in '99, but who's keeping
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
So where are your girls on this chart?
My girls would probably be at a 4A. One of them is at a 4A. The other one would probably be 3C, 4A.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, right there. Probably 3C and 4A. That's where I say they're both
hair, like we were talking about last time, their hair is super long.
Right. Theirs is, yeah. So, this brings up a good question real quick. I know we're kind of getting on to the whole, hair stuff, but I actually have a friend who does curly hair, And I was like, I wonder if we should have her on because a lot of curly hair people out there.
Curly hair. What's crazy is I heard a statistic, and of course, how many percent the statistics are made up, but I want to say there's like 8% of people are curly haired.
Really?
I know. And it seems super small, so that might not be accurate.
But I know that a lot of people want curly hair, right? Just as much as the curly hair people who want straight hair.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go at. Curly people want straight want curly. Yes.
Yeah. So I get it. So anyway, we should think about that. If anyone has any opinions on that, we can get a curly hair specialist.
I'd be all over it. I definitely would.
I get it. I would understand why. Carrie, is it okay to share these pictures? Let me know in the comments if these were just for me, because I wouldn't mind sharing these.
Is it her accessories that she purchased?
Yes.
Her, what is it? Blackstone accessories.
Yes, her Blackstone accessories. So if it's okay, let me know. I will share. If not, we will continue on. So while we wait for that, let's go ahead and get started with our best comments of the week.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Okay. B, you were supposed to sing the song for the best comments of the week.
I was supposed to sing a song?
Yeah.
You remember?
There's a song?
Joe said he was going to.
Oh, my Lanta.
Oh, my gosh.
Prepare me, guys.
You played it right before you were like, I'm getting our Monday song ready.
You sure did. You
I do have
sure.
it ready, guys. But I could only play like the 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds.
5
right?
seconds.
What's that good now? We already started.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh,
That's not the song.
I'm fired. I'm fired, guys. Okay.
It's
I
passing
quit.
the 5-second mark. We're about to. You don't need to quit because they're going to pull us off the air here in a minute.
Right. Don't do it, B. Forget it.
You're welcome, guys.
Oh, like Carrie said, the accessories Sandy kept under her bed.
That's why I specified. Like Blackstone accessories, people.
All right, here we go. So who did first?
I think I was, unless y'all booted me.
I didn't boot, but let's go.
Okay, so this was when we had Trey, and Joe was trying to learn his beatbox, and Jason said, "Joe, that was cats and cats." So Joe should have said, "Boots and cats, boots and cats." So I thought that was really funny.
That was such a good episode, guys. I really enjoyed that.
You know that I loved it.
I know you did.
Now, if we could just get what is it? What are those guys that dance in the streets? Break dancers.
Oh, break dancers.
That'd be amazing.
Don't answer, but if you got some beat dancers, break dancers, bring them on. Help us out.
Yes, caller. Hey, I bet there's a bunch in Miami in the streets.
Well, not right now, but.
Right.
Really? You could have fooled me.
Yeah, you're over there brunching with your
just saying. Anyway, moving on.
They're smart right now.
I'm gonna be
and so we had the Cologne guy who is a doctor and has his PhD in linguistics, Jamie?
Spanish linguistics.
So Abner, Dr. Ben might take your place with his PhD in Spanish. He might, Carrie. He just might. I might just move over.
As much as we enjoyed him, no one could take your place, Sandy.
Oh,
maybe B, but no one else.
Right.
No, I was fired when I was playing your part, Sandy.
Okay. Whose is this one?
This was also mine. So Shauna always shocks me. Okay, so I said something about UFC, and Shauna's like, "I love UFC." And if you look at Shauna, I'm like, Shauna, I would never think that you liked UFC. So then she says, "I love the roller derby." Suicide seats are the best. We love Wreck-'em Randy before she moved, and that's me making that face like, "Wow, you love roller derby." I learned something new about Shauna every time.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
We really never know what our friends and guests really like until we show some of these episodes and you're like, oh, okay, this is neat and interesting. Yeah. I remember when my wife told me how much she loved UFC fighting, right? When we got married, we loved to watch the boxing show. Do y'all remember that? I think it was Sugar Ray Leonard, and it was kind of like the next UFC fighter, but it was the next boxing champ. I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, fast forward a few years and we're in the hospital with our first child. And she's yelling and screaming, and the nurse comes running in. It's like, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, babe, come. Yes, I'm so sorry. She's watching UFC and she just really gets into it. I apologize. Doors open up. She's yelling loud. She's like, beat him, get him. She was like, I was like, oh gosh.
Because I could never picture Dr. Pineapples being a UFC.
Oh my gosh, she loves it.
So she totally missed it this this weekend.
All right, move on.
Yes.
This is mine. Oh, you know what? I don't have. Oh, I didn't forget yours. Yes, I did. So moving on. This is Carrie say, gonna brag on my husband. Every time he passes a woman, he looks that way. No, I'm just playing. Every time he passes a woman, young man, or someone elderly on the side of the road in need of a tire change, he will help change their tire or teach the young man how to do it. I'm so glad he does that, by the way. Just a side note.
So awesome.
Got to teach these young men. If you see Cade or Alex on the side, I hope he helps them out too. Madeline has been witness to her daddy doing this several times. I always tell her to make sure she finds a partner who will always stop what they're doing to care for someone in need, even if it means they're getting oil on their suit pants. How nice.
Awesome,
so I wanted to make sure that, because I appreciate men and getting attention, and so when I look at this, I was like, I got to put this post on there just to give him some shout out, give him some props still.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Here we go. Mark was saying about my cousin who came on. Great guest. Any thoughts around healthy juicing daily or weekly? And I thought that was a nice question of him to ask her.
That was a good question, Mark.
Right.
Let us know how your juicing's going.
Yes, because I don't think he was happy about her response to it. I found the comment later, and I didn't put it on here, but he was like,
what was it?
I hate you.
No, that was to you or to Joe. I saw that comment. It was
you did?
Yes, it was something that you guys had said, and he said, I hate you.
Oh, okay. I thought he didn't like her response. I was like, oh, but I didn't think it was bad. I just thought he was like, he didn't want it, it was like, dang it.
No, because she actually said juicing was good. She did say that was fine.
Right. Carrie again, do you need water, girls? Sandy can do that. This was to Dr. Shanoy about we were trying to say, Sandy, get on the roller derby team somehow. I like the idea still. You like it, B?
I think it would be good, Sandy.
I think so too.
I can't even walk without twisting my ankle. I mean, seriously.
But you never know until you try. So
I think y'all are trying to off me at an early age.
No.
That's how I feel.
John said, thank you guys for the Mom Robin the 7-Eleven remix. And if you weren't here for that, watch Thursday's show at the beginning and towards the end. John Matthews was on their show, and the guys from Flows for You, the podcast, they did a mix. It's hard to describe it other than you just got to listen to it.
Other than it's greatness and it's a true story.
Yes, it is. So when you listen to it,
how I feel about true stories.
Yeah. His mom robbed a 7-Eleven. So find out the rest on the show last Thursday. And then this was just to give Joe some encouragement. I want pineapple pizza, which, by the way, I picked me up some pineapple pizza, some pineapple ham, whatever that stuff is. Good stuff. So
sounds so good. With some ranch.
And then it's not the end, but hold on. I'm so sorry. I just put it together when I started this because I was like, oh, I don't think we put her. And did Carrie say if I could share those pictures or not?
She said yes.
Okay. Where did you send them to, B?
To your Facebook Messenger.
For me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Whew. I was like, all I see is you next to a tree and some sort of little goblin.
What? Oh.
Like, what?
Here we go. All right. Go ahead, B.
Oh, so for this week, guys, so I'm going to be honest. Last week, I didn't get to tune in every day. Guys, I go to sleep by 10 o'clock. I have 12-hour work days.
There's replays on the next morning.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll work on that. But so I got comments for this week that they roasted y'all. So of course, Joe, Mr. Nap. So I thought that's funny how the viewers already know Joe's known for his napping.
Sean loves to talk about Joe's napping. He loves to comment on his napping.
Yeah, he does. We like to also, John, so don't worry.
And I was going to pick Carrie's about highlighting her husband, but then I kept going down. I saw Priscilla about her picking up a hitchhiker, and I was like, oh, wow. So I thought that was, I've never met anybody who's picked up a hitchhiker, and I was like, wow.
I have lots of stories of me picking up hitchhikers. I'll tell you of
Sandy, really?
Yes. Plenty of stories.
You want to read it or you want me to read it?
Oh, yes. I'll read it. Okay. I once picked up a hitchhiker and I drove him to the next town. I had to be careful and I asked him for all his knives. But he was trying to catch a ride when I passed him. I looked in the rear mirror and he licked his feet. That is why I did it. I drove 30 miles to the next town. I don't know if I would do it again or not. Thank you for sharing, Priscilla.
Right. And be cautious, Priscilla. I would say probably never do that again, especially for 30 miles.
Yes.
And I don't know if you want to ask them for their knives. I thought at first you might be joking, but I'm like, I don't think so.
Was she joking? I don't think so.
Oh.
I mean,
from Andrew says, Hyman has his head in the clouds. And that was the day y'all had the throwing the beat guy.
right. Yes. And I read that as Jamie has his heads in the clouds.
I like the way you said it, be much better. You know, I do have to think now. I don't know how many times I saw you as a little kid whenever I was living there, and I don't know if you ever talked to me or not. I don't remember, but I don't know if you called me Jaime or Jamie then either.
I called you Jamie.
She did not.
I remember.
You do? Okay.
Everybody called you Jamie.
That's true. That's true.
Everybody
probably came to my postmodern Mexican realization in 2001, 2002. So.
Oh.
Me too. So I switched it to Sandy. I went from Sandy to Sandy. It's really crazy.
Thank you. You know what? Moving on.
And I believe this is my last one for Miss Carrie, of course. Joe's name would be Sloppy Joe if he was a roller derby.
I like that one.
Carrie, you're on point. You're hilarious.
That was a really good one.
On point.
Yeah, I really like that one. So, and I think that's all.
So I left two very important things out of my weekend.
Go for it.
So over the weekend, TMZ was reporting that investigators are working to determine whether human remains are inside an alligator pit at the zoo that Tiger King Joe Exotic used to own.
I heard about this a little bit. I fast forward as soon as it started.
Good choice.
I know. I was like, it's gonna go right into episode 1, and I'm not even gonna go down there.
So anyway, that's interesting. So then I thought, what if Carol Baskin took her husband to the alligator pit
instead?
Dun, 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 dun.
No, they couldn't have it that long, right?
What are you talking about?
The remains, there couldn't be remains for this long, right?
Yes.
In an alligator, yeah.
Listen, the only animal that eats human bones is a pig.
Wait a minute.
A pig would be the only one to eat the human bone.
So what does that have to do with the alligator's belly?
Well, what I'm saying is they found it in the alligator pit, not in the alligator belly.
Oh, so that was where the pigs used to hang out there.
Nice try, Jaime.
Let's go ahead and forward, Jamie, to my next thing that I left out.
What's that, Sandy?
I watched all of my Unsolved Mystery episodes.
Oh, I wanted to chat about that. We're running out of time, but I wanted to chat about that because I was displeased.
What? Okay,
yes.
So I am displeased because we don't have a narrator. The show needs a narrator.
I kind of agree with that part. I agree with that. I think the other part was, so the first episode was pretty weird, right? Like I totally feel it was weird.
Okay, so tips are flowing in. Okay, go ahead.
Hush your mouth. Are you serious?
Yes. Okay,
I
go
hope
ahead.
we have an update episode coming out then. Okay, anyway. So the first episode was really weird. I was genuinely like, this is an unsolved mystery that should be on this. The second episode, I was sad for it and stuff, but I was like,
Refresh my memory. What was the second?
The salon woman. The woman, the 13 minutes. 13 minutes.
Yes. Okay, I'm with you.
And I was kind of like, I don't know about unsolved mystery level. I was like, definitely sad, definitely an unsolved mystery, but I don't know about this. But
You don't
you know
think
what?
Robert Stack would have posted?
Yeah, I don't think Robert Stack would have been like, yeah, let's put this on. Not unless we were in season 8 and we're just running out of stuff to find.
Okay, go ahead.
Which I don't. Some of the other ones, I was just kind of like, yeah, this is just not whatever. Until we got to the Brookshire UFO incident, and I was like, oh snap, that was crazy.
Okay, so I had to watch. So Eric fell asleep during this episode, so I watched it, and then we watched it over the weekend. I was like, you have to watch it. You have to, this is pretty interesting. So it was crazy.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so y'all know that I'm a good spoiler alert, but we're short on time, so y'all need to go watch that, and then we'll talk about it. See what y'all think.
Sounds good. Okay, good.
Is that on Netflix, Emmy, or Hulu?
Netflix. Yes,
Netflix.
it is on Netflix. It is a Unsolved Mysteries reboot.
Man, Carrie's so good. You went from Sandy to Sunday. That's a throwback to the massage therapist. No, to the massage therapist episode. You remember she said that they called her Cindy, but her someone or another used to call her Cindy. No,
Really?
called her Sandy, and it sounded just like that. I don't know if Carrie's referencing that episode.
Is that what I'm sure she is. She's got a good memory.
Yeah, so if she is, I caught that because that's the massage therapist. Anyway.
Oh, I also wore a shirt this weekend that I purchased from Carrie. It says something. What is it? Shoot, now I forgot what it says. It says, "Yeah, I run my mouth." That was my running shirt I wore on Sunday when I went running.
So I want to show these pics from Carrie. So this is the gizmo contraption that we got, but she is shared this pic because the hood, that's not the name for it, but the hood,
the metal cover,
the the metal cover. That's what she got for it. So I know I need to get that. These are her tools that she got. This is a $20 kit that's at Walmart.
That we got, yes.
So I got that on the list. Maybe it wasn't $20, but
it should have been maybe $40.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need to get that from Mom.
There's the actual Blackstone.
They need that.
So I had like Blackstone. I had the 22-inch Blackstone available for a little while, and then I had the like Deluxe and the Pro and the Uber Ultra one that 4 burners, the burners, the 4 fires, it plays a kazooie over here and all that stuff. It was amazing.
Squeeze box.
Yeah. And here she goes cooking bones. She drops bones on that. She knows how to read that.
Okay, so you were making broth, weren't you, Carrie? I think that's what Carrie was doing.
Bone broth is the bomb. It's so sweet. Have you ever eaten bone marrow?
B does.
She breaks it and just go suck it in.
Not anymore. I've grown up.
Look at that. She's making that bone broth right there.
Everything that Carrie touches looks amazing. I'm just going to go ahead.
Carrie's just amazing, period.
Eucalyptus leaves right there.
Yeah, and they just play so nice.
I know.
Girl, you so whatever that is. I don't even got a word for it, but that's what you are. That looks good. Yeah. So, okay. Thanks for sharing that, Carrie. So we're getting close to the end here, guys. I do want to talk about a couple things real quick. We have a wonderful week ahead of us. So I want to mention a couple of the people that we've got coming on this week, right? Tomorrow night, we're having a very special guest that B was able to find for us. And her name is Amanda. She's a lawyer. And she's going to be talking about the 4 areas that she practices law in, which is, I'm not going to get it all, but it is guardianships, appeals, CPS events, and I think family law. Okay, so those are the 4 areas, and so bring questions. Now she won't be able to answer every single question or whatever if you got, but if you got some family law questions, bring them on. We're going to hear about her story. She's got a great story to tell. Okay, so I'm going to save it for her. Wednesday night we have our. Oh, I've got a parenting expert, a guy who runs a parenting podcast down in Austin, Texas. He's been running this podcast for 2 years, and he's going to come on the show. And so if you guys have any kind of parenting questions or anything like that related to that, bring him on because he's going to be able to answer them. He's going to talk about
Question already.
Good. Save it for him then. So
I want to ask it right now.
Oh, go ahead.
Is a chancla appropriate punishment?
He's from Texas, so he better say yeah, right? And then Thursday we've got another podcaster here in town, a good buddy of mine, and he runs a sports podcast and he plays the guitar.
Nice.
And so that's what we got going on. And then Friday will be here throughout the whole week for us.
She's gonna be filling in for Joe.
She's gonna be a better Joe.
Who is up there with blankets.
I know.
So, and anyhow, we want to talk about, we always say how we want to stay positive and upbeat, but I do want to let you know, guys. So it has gotten a little bit weird here in town for me. So it has been a stressful day, but there were some really horrible things that happened. Not things. There was a flyer passed around town here in Bloomington, and let me just tell you, we've got to do our part to just really stomp out hate. Like they're passing out KKK flyers here in town, up here, and we got to fight it. We cannot let hate come in and just take over. The show here exists to be positive and upbeat and PG-13, and we're gonna keep that around. We're not gonna go hide into a corner or anything like that, but we definitely want to be allies with people who want to see good happen. And so pray for the world, pray for us up here in Illinois, and do your part. If you feel like you wonder, should I be doing something good in this scenario, err on that side. It's going to go a long way. So
I agree, Jamie, because
all
of that starts in our house. It all starts at home.
It does. So anyhow, well, anyway, guys, we love you very much. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you had a great night. And as usual,
remember to wash your hands
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animal.
Have a good night, everybody.
That was great.
I've been wanting to say that so bad.
Oh, look at
you practiced all day long.
I did.
You did. I knew you did.
That was so funny. Thank you, Carrie. Just send some prayers and just reach out anytime you want. Thank you. Guys, have a great night. We love y'all.
Good night.